If you're tired of receiving this message a few weeks after signing up with a new sportsbook, you need to make sure you're implementing these 4 tips that I share with you in this video to avoid getting limited instantly when signing up with a new sportsbook. The last and most important tip I share with you is the #1 indicator and threat the books look for when reviewing your account. Because I will warn you, if you skip just one of these tips, it could result in your account getting limited in less than a month. But first, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to beat the sportsbooks. I'm on a mission to empower the beginning sports bettors, sharing with you for free the precise tips and strategies that have significantly contributed to the growth of my bankroll. I upload videos every week teaching you how you can become a profitable sports bettor, and you're not going to want to miss a video. Before we dive into the tips, I'll quickly touch on what getting limited means. So BetMGM is a great example here. I'm looking at the Hawks and Suns game. Let's say we wanted to bet the over. Granted, this is a main line play right here, 227.5, and I wanted to bet $150. I can't get this action down. The most they'll let me bet is $29.85. Now, if this was like a player prop bet, I can understand that because certain markets don't take as much liquidity. The books won't take as much action, so they'll limit sports bettors and how much they are allowed to bet. But right here, since this is a mainline play, I can't even bet $30 on this. And that's because BetMGM knows that I'm a sharp sports bettor and I'm profitable. So this is a problem because if I normally wanted to bet, let's say $200 on this play, well, I'm obviously severely limited, and then I can only make a return right now of $57. And while that's not too shabby, that's not the normal amount of money that I'm used to wagering, so my profits are now severely limited. So with recreational sports books, there are tiers to this, and FanDuel sits at the very top. They are the best amongst all of the recreational books. They are known to take sharp action. They might not let you bet a lot of money, but they will take your action even if they know you're a sharp sports bettor because they use it for information. The next book would be Caesars, and I'm not limited on Caesars, and I've had an account with them for over 2.5 years. There's only a few individuals I know that are limited on Caesars, and they're normally wagering between $3,000 to $5,000 per play. They're an excellent sports book that takes a lot of action, even if it's sharp action. The next tier would be DraftKings, ESPN Bet, and BetMGM. Now, I've had an account with BetMGM for almost 3 years now, and I've gotten a lot of action on them, and I'm now limited. DraftKings, I'm limited, but I can still get a lot of action down, and ESPN Bet's probably the worst for me, but all of these books kind of vary depending on the type of sports bettor you are, and everyone kind of has a different experience. Comment below if you found that maybe ESPN Bet has treated you better than DraftKings or BetMGM. The smaller niche sports books that you probably won't hear, and sometimes they're state specific, those are the ones that are going to limit you the fastest, like BetRivers or BetFred or Ballybet or Fanatics, aka the old points bet. These books have less activity and less action compared to a Caesars or a FanDuel. They take less bets and less stake money. So if you're putting up a lot of money, you can really kind of stick out as a red flag to them. So I bring this up because it's important to understand the sports book that you're signing up for or considering signing up for. You need to understand where they fall in these tiers. Let's dive into the top 4 indicators the traders that work at these sports books use when reviewing your account to determine if you're a sharp or casual sports bettor. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I'm going to reveal my strategy when signing up with a new sportsbook that will help you stay under the radar when getting limited. Now, the tips and the strategy that I'm going to share with you is fantastic information, but you can disregard all of this if you're going to North Carolina for a 1-week vacation with the family, or maybe you're going to visit some friends in New Jersey for a weekend, and you want to take advantage of some new sports books that aren't available where you live. Then you want to take full advantage of all their sign-up bonuses and promos and just get every single dollar that you can. This strategy and the tips that I'm going to share with you is meant for the state that you live in or the country that you live in. And maybe there's a new sports book opening up where you live, or there's a few sports books that you haven't signed up for yet. Also, if your bankroll is under $5,000, this is valuable information, but keep this in the back of your mind. If you have a bankroll under $5,000, early on, you just want to sign up with every book that's available to you and take full advantage of their sign-up promos. Now, in terms of flying under the radar and avoiding getting limited, we need to look at this perspective from the trader that works at the sportsbook that is sitting behind the screen looking at your account that you just signed up for. The first tip and your first test that a trader will use to determine if you're a sharp sports bettor or a casual sports bettor is how you handle their first-time sign-up bonus. Let's take a look at Bet365. They offer 2 options, one being a $1,000 risk-free bet, or bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets. The first thing that we need to look at is the mentality, the difference between a casual sports bettor and a sharp. Most casual sports bettors will go with the bet $5 and receive $150 in bonus bets. Casual sports bettors that see these types of bonuses think that $150 in bonus bets, that's money that is owed to them. Now, depending on how Bet365 goes about this bonus bets, they might give you one bet for $150, or they might chop that up into 6 bonus bets of $25 each. The casual sports bettor will take that $25 bonus bet and bet it at a -110 or maybe a -130. They understand they're not going to get their full $25 back, but they might get somewhere between $20 to $24 back. Now, if I was to teach a masterclass on the optimal way to attack this bonus, you would want to go about it the way sharps do. Sharps look at these types of bonus bets or risk-free bets as lottery tickets. If it's the $1,000 risk-free bet, they're going to deposit $1,000 and then put it on a long shot somewhere in the plus 300 or plus 500 range. And the reason being why we would do that is because there's a ton of EV. And so even if we just take a play like the Wizards at plus 525, putting $1,000 down, that's a massive payout. And if the bet loses, no problem. We'll get the $1,000 back in a bonus bet, which isn't as good as our original stake bet, but then we'll rinse and repeat again, find a long shot play in the plus 400 to plus 500 range, put it on that and try to cash in on this lottery ticket. The sportsbooks know that is the most optimal way to take advantage of a first-time sign-up bonus, and that is the first red flag that they will look for in determining if you're sharp or if you're a casual sports bettor. Now, the second tip that the traders look at a lot when you first open up that account is the timing of when you're placing your wagers. Sharp sports bettors know that you can find a ton of value when lines first open up. Maybe it's Monday or Tuesday and you're looking at that NFL slate that's coming up during the week. You can find a ton of value early on in the week between mainline spreads or over-unders or money line plays in the NFL. Same if we're placing wagers on Monday or Tuesday for the March Madness tournament's first round games on Thursday and Friday. Placing bets late in the evening for tomorrow's NBA slate is another way we can find a lot of value. This is very common practice for sharp sports bettors, and the sports books know this. The casual sports bettor will typically place the bet a few minutes before the game starts. The trader working for the sportsbook reviewing your account has access to all of this information. Also, what markets are you betting into? The casual sports bettor will stick to the mainline plays, mainline spreads, over-unders, maybe sprinkle in a few mainline player prop bets. Sharp sports bettors will focus on small niche markets sometimes, like the first half total points in a small conference college basketball game. Or like the video I dropped a few weeks back, linked in the description, the alternate point totals in the first quarter of NBA games. The timing of placing your bets is the second indicator that the trader pays a lot of attention to when you first open up your sportsbook account. The third factor that the trader looks at quite a bit is, are you placing parlays or same game parlays? One of the sportsbook's main moneymakers and strategies that they market super hard is parlays and same game parlays. The casual sports bettor, I would argue, has over 90% of their action tied up in various different parlays. While on the flip side, sharp sports bettors have over 80 or 90% of their action on straight wagers. Mix in maybe a few round robins, maybe do one two-leg parlay, but most of the action is on straight wagers. Can you start to see how different sharp sports bettors are compared to casual sports bettors? Now, the number one indicator that a trader will use in determining if you're a sharp sports bettor or a casual sports bettor is how often you beat the closing line value and what your expected ROI is. Notice that I didn't mention how profitable you are or how much money you've won off of that book. Now, how much money you've made off a book is a major factor, and the trader does use this information in deciding to limit you or not, but they usually look at that from a long-term perspective, so over 1,000 wagers. Over the first 30 days when you open that account, beating the closing line value is the number one factor that the books will pay attention to. Now, sharp sports bettors know that the number one metric in determining if you're a profitable sports bettor or not is how often you are beating the closing line value. So even if you don't make a large amount of money within the first month when signing up for that sports book, if you are consistently beating the closing line value, you will get limited. So here is the strategy that I employ when signing up with a new sports book. Keep in mind, when I sign up with a new book, the number one factor that is most important to me is my account health. I'm not looking to make a quick $1,000 only to get limited within the first few weeks. What I'm looking to do is appear like a casual sports bettor for that first month, because that's typically how long your account is under review. Now, I'm recording this video in March. I know this upcoming summer, there's really just baseball going on. We have some WNBA, maybe a few tennis tournaments, and then the occasional big UFC fight on the weekends. I know that September is the beginning of the sports calendar that is ripe with opportunities. The NFL, college football, and Major League Baseball playoffs are going on. And then in October, we got the NBA, college hoops, and the NHL all in full swing. In the old days, I would sign up with the book, hop over to OddsJam, check out their Plus EV page, and start hammering play after play on that book. And then less than a month into having this account, I would be getting severely limited on the markets that I consistently bet in. So now with this strategy, when I sign up with that new book, I'm going to give some money back to them early on to appear like a casual sports bettor. And that's why having a bankroll over $5,000 is so important when executing this strategy. If they offer a $1,000 risk-free sign-up bonus, I'll just wager $500 and put it on a mainline play. If I lose the bet and get a risk-free bonus bet back, again, I'll wager on a similar play, knowing that I am showing the sports books that I look like someone that doesn't have a clue of what they're doing. I'll then go over to the OddsJam Plus EV page and start to look at the markets that consistently appear for that book. I'll then bet into those markets, but I won't bet those Plus EV plays. I'll bet different plays and take negative CLV on those plays, knowing that I look like a casual sports bettor. Then after that month ends, I should be in the clear. Now, I might save that book for fall, but either way, after that month ends, it's all systems go, and I am going to attack the hell out of that book. Now, in the end, I am going to get limited by this book because I will start to consistently beat the CLV. I'll try my best to mix up some more plays to appear like a casual sports bettor, but I will turn a profit on this book, and that will get me limited. But because I took a month to prime the account, I should have a longer leash or be able to stay at the party for a lot longer time to win back all my losses and then some more. Make sure to keep it locked on the channel because I am going to make a video this fall summarizing how this strategy has worked out for me. This is next level in my opinion, and I am very excited to see how it goes. Now you have the tips to understand exactly what the sportsbooks look for when reviewing and limiting your account. Baseball season is fast approaching, and you need to check out this MLB betting strategy video that has yielded me a 20% ROI over the last 2 baseball seasons. Click this video right here to find out exactly how I achieved these results, as I break down exactly how I execute this step by step so that you can implement this into your strategy and start earning right now.